Hello everyone, thanks for joining me in another video. This is my city and I'm so excited to show this today. I do have a question and a point to the end of this video here. Let me go and do a little tour though. This has been a year since I did any video on this city whatsoever, and 2 years since I did anything that resembled a tour. So today I'm just going to walk around and show you about it, and a lot has changed since the last time I did a video. A year is a lot of time in my building world here. Even just loading occasionally and building occasionally, I can do a lot in a year. So let's get into it. This is, of course, McDonald's, spelled M-I-C-K, not to be confused with that one that has less letters. There's a little bench thing or desk there. Every bit of this was just hand built. I make everything by hand. I don't use any kind of like cheating program or do anything weird. It just takes a long time, and I love to build, so this is awesome. There's my parking garage. It's a little taller than it was last time. You'll notice that I have some, there's my protection blocks for these cars. They stick out there like a sore thumb when I do that. These plastic blocks here, they lock things down that are unanchored, so I can just delete the plastic blocks when I'm done building, and then all of these things can move. All the moving parts have plastic blocks that lock them in place. That's to keep anybody from messing with my build while I'm building. And when it's done being built, then I don't care. So then I can play. Okay, so here's the lobby of the big skyscraper, and not a whole lot going on those computer screens there. Elevator's out of order. Let's go up to the next floor, and I'll invisible my jetpack. Here's a popcorn maker and a couple of vending machines. I'm gonna do that invisible thing so I can zoom in to first person and you don't have to see my jetpack flashing in and out of the screen. So this is a cafe, and it is a Seahawks kind of themed thing. It's got lots of blues and greens around. Yes, I am in the Seattle area, so obviously I'm not finished with this one yet. It needs a kitchen, so still a work in progress. Almost every one of my builds is a work in progress, but this one particularly so. Restrooms are relatively new. Let me go up to the next floor. Here's the sky bridge that goes from the parking garage over there over to the bank. And here's the little reception desk for the bank. Somebody's on the stock market, it looks like. Here's the vault. Those bars are not very secure. You can walk right through them. These here are emoji signs, and you can just put whatever you want to on an emoji sign. You see a few of them sitting around here. This keyboard is another one of those. And let's just swing through here. There's my copier. It's a big one. And let's see, all the little teller stations there look about the same. There's a little waiting thing. Here's the restrooms. Nursing lounge. Got the little kid-friendly kind of things sitting around there. Women's restroom. It's kind of big. Men's restroom, not quite as big, but serves a purpose. Got a couple of urinals there instead of the stalls all around. And let's see, that's the elevator hole that I will avoid falling into. Oh, this is the maze. Oh yeah, maze. Enter, exit. This is a 4-story maze. This thing is kind of nuts. I'm not going to go through it right now because not only would that take forever, I'd get lost. So all 4 of these floors here are all tied together in this maze. And you can see right there, there's trusses that act as ladders between the floors. So you have to go up and down and up and down. And in some cases, here's a ladder that's at least 2 stories high. I'm not sure how many floors that spans, but it's a mess. It's a difficult maze. So I've got 4 floors worth of stairs to climb here. And there's the entrance exit on the other side. And here is the museum. The museum's kind of cool. I got I have a whole bunch of stuff in here, and you can see there's a lot of floors above it. And there's the light up there, that chandelier that cost so much time and pain when I made it. That was 2.5 years ago or something like that, without the trowel tool. Nowadays I could do that in about 20 minutes. Back then it took me hours. So the museum has a couple of miniatures in it. I'll show you another here in just a second, but this one here is obviously this city, and there you can see the above shot, and now you can see it here. And I took the crane off in the museum because this is supposed to be the completed version of the city, and I still haven't completed it yet, but eventually I'll probably take the crane off, and that'll be the completion date of the city, probably a couple of years from now. We'll see. This is kind of a one-way glass, two-way mirror, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's basically just got a regular layer of glass on the outside. You can see it's just regular glass, and then on the inside it's 4 layers of plastic that are 25% transparency. So there's 4 layers inside of each other, and if you look through it with glass, you can see right through. From the inside, then it looks solid because there's 4 layers that add together. It makes it 100% visible. There is Mr. King, Mr. Chill Thrill himself, sitting in his chair there. There's the Hero and the Mick statues, and of course a place for our guests to sit. And let's see, next floor. Let's see, I'll just zip over here and hop right up to the next floor, right through here. There we go. That's where I wanted to be. There's the miniature of my house build, and it's not really changed a bunch since I made it, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. There's the playground. That actually does exist as well in a full form kind of thing, and you can check that out on, I think I've done a video on that on my channel. If not, you have to go to Hero Plays Roblox to see that. Go up another floor. I'm at the club level, so this is my DJ booth in the club here. You can see it's got a lot of controls on it. These lights are locked down by the plastic blocks, but they spin and turn on when unlocked and ready to roll. And that's kind of a neat build. It was kind of cool to do the 2-story thing. The restrooms are complete. A year ago they were not. So now they look much better. Let's go up this stairway to the arcade at the top of the club. The skee ball stuff. I think, hopefully, I've got my video sorted out so this is a clearer picture now, and I don't necessarily have to stop every time to have a clear picture come into focus. But I don't know, so I'm just doing it this way for now. That's a vending machine with a bunch of water because you're going to have a bunch of sweaty, thirsty people in the gym here. That was the last thing. This is the last thing I did. This is a year ago. I put this gym in, and there you can see it's got some showers in there. And then last year I raised the next floor up 1 notch and slid the gym in between the 2 floors. That's condominium if you can't read that. Ugh, stupid Roblox chat filter. Nothing worse than a chat filter that doesn't know when to filter. So anyway, whatever. Here's the restrooms that have started to take shape. I worked on that, I don't know, a week ago or something like that. And there's the other one. And there's a phone call. Be right back. Okay, cut a little bit of that conversation out, but that was my buddy Claris, who I think he has got a different name right now. Let's see what his name is. He was just joining the game, and I wasn't being responsive to him because I got all my stuff turned off. So anyway, he's 4K Buster now for whatever reason. And okay, well, I'm almost done here. So this is the other condominium place. I think I moved that picture around. It used to be over here on this wall, and I have since moved it over to that wall. I'm not sure exactly why. I guess I probably didn't have the door in at the time, so the door bumped the picture and I had to move it. All right, well, anyway, let's go up to the top here. And this is the problem. This elevator is an issue for me. So you can see here, it's a bunch of pistons. The pistons are twinned up because it takes more than 10 to move you from floor to floor in this build. Each one of those is linked to a switch, and it did at one time work great. My problem is people come into the build and they click on the pistons and they ruin it. And then I save without understanding that somebody has come in and ruined it. And then, well, it never works right again. So I've repaired it a couple of times and I'm tired of repairing it. It doesn't work. And so I was looking for a solution. This is what I came up with. I've got all of these areas labeled. Thanks, chat filter, because you know, a number 12 is just horribly sinful to say. So you got to filter that out because you can't say 12 in the game. Anyway, so I made my own numbers. Whatever. That's not the bad part, though. The bad part is it's laggy. And I mean, it's really bad. I load in public servers all the time. I like to play in public servers. I love to meet you guys. I love to play with you, run to the treasure with you, even build occasionally with people. So I came up with this chair elevator. And the idea was scattering a number around to each one of these chairs on the first floor, or rather, I think it's on the third floor is where I was going to take off from. It was second floor. Anyway, and then you jump in one of these chairs, and as you jump, let me get rid of my wings there. So as I jump, I end up in an invisible chair right here, and if I just keep going, I end up in the next floor. Now, at this point, I've got chairs loaded in every one of these slots, so you can see there's a whole bunch of invisible chairs there. There's the ones on this side. So right now, if I jump, I end up just failing miserably. What did I do? Oh, there we go. I just end up going all the way to the top. I'm not sure what that little glitchy thing was about. But that could work pretty well. But the chairs in general are laggy, and they take forever to load. I think I could probably cut, I don't know, 4 minutes or something off my loading time just by getting rid of this junk. And I'd like to have a better elevator. I'd like to have an elevator that actually works right. So if you guys happen to know of any elevator design that can serve an 18-story building appropriately, like with buttons, maybe even call buttons on each floor, that'd be awesome. Without being too complicated, and, well, complexity is not the problem. It's lag and just general usage. It's got to be unbreakable when I don't want it to be broken. So I can lock it down with a big plastic block or something. But if it's locked down, it has to be locked down. Like, it can't be screwed up. That's an essential part of it. Is if I have this thing loaded in a public server I'm building, and then I save, I have to be able to know for sure that it's not going to ruin my build. I don't want to have to rebuild the thing every day, is what I'm getting at. So anyway, thank you guys for watching my video. I am going to go over there and say hi to my buddy Claris, and maybe let him on my team, and we'll explore the city a little bit. But anyway, for right now, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Bye-bye.